Tired. 3, 2. Okay. What's up, George? What's going on in the House of Crazy tonight?
We are back tonight with a repeat offender. Mr. Dan Barlow is going to be in the house tonight. We're going to be talking to him about his latest project, and we're going to be talking about rich uncles. We'll talk a little bit more about that.
I ain't got no rich uncles, but let's get it.
We are the only show for independents all around, giving you a platform to spread your word all over town. Catch the Craze is the place to promote to your fans with the Dreamer, Medina, and Sam the Crazy Man. Subscribe to our show and never miss an episode. It's time to get your mans, listen to us on the go. Updated every week, we never miss a day. Join the squad, come on in. It's time to catch the Craze. If you are an independent, catch the Craze. Making moves on your own, catch the Craze. On your grind in the streets, catch the Craze. Join the movement, catch the Craze.
Yeah, George, we did it again. Come on now. You know you want to do it. Catch the Craze. Welcome to Catch the Craze podcast. I'm your host with the most, Sam the Crazy Man Vera, and I am with
George the Dreamer Medina. What's happening, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of Catch the Craze. It is Tuesday, April 21st. What up, Will? And we are here live. Lou, what's going on? We are here live with you guys tonight. If you have been following us for as long as we've been around, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell you every night or every Tuesday night, and that is to hit the like button, follow, subscribe, comment, share, do all of that stuff. We talk to independent creators of all walks of life every week, and we bring them to you so you can learn more about their projects. That's what we do. Plus, we talk about topics that affect indie creators from the time we were starting to do this all the way to now. So please make sure you subscribe, comment, like, do all that fun stuff. Tonight we have a repeat offender. As I said before, Mr. Dan Barlow will be on the show tonight, and we're going to be catching up with him. He's usually in the chat, so it's nice to have him behind the camera. That's going to be fun. What have you been doing, Sam? How was your week? What have you been up to? Tell me a little bit about your the work you've been putting in.
work I've been putting in. I've been working
All
on the
that
railroad all the
work.
livelong
What up,
day. What's up?
Lordy, Lori.
Let's go to karaoke.
What's
What's up?
Yes,
What have I been up to? I've been up to getting Cosmic Wars ready for the public.
That's right.
I was I'll give you guys a sneak peek of a double page spread that I've been posting each phase of the artwork. And here's the finished product of that double page spread from the book.
Nice.
This is one of the epic battle scenes in the story. This took me a minute, quite some time. Huge investment drawing this damn page, but I was excited about it. And so yeah, just working on getting Cosmic ready to ship out in a month to everybody else, and also promoting the fact that Duty's coming back into Duty Files, and we are not alone. And now, we're down to the last 3 issues of this arc, and there's an alien in my toilet, the Duty Files, and so Duty teams up with his adversary to try to avoid capture by. Everybody's coming after him. No boo for you. Wana, We Are Not Alone Incorporated, Agent Doe. You got some space pirates. You got a whole lot of stuff. What are you talking about? Handball again?
Yo, beard. Yeah, you look like the old man outside the bodega. Oh, man, dog.
What are you talking about? Yo, man.
Shots fired, dude.
That's it. He's the guy outside selling Piragua, bro. Get out of here.
Piragua.
He's like... trying to make a buck. Yeah, man, that's what I've been up to. I just promoting Duty coming soon this summer to Kickstarter issue number 8. There's the end of my toilet, and just hustling, bro. Just hustling every day. Every day I'm hustling.
Every day I'm hustling. Yo, it's crazy, man. You don't realize how much work goes into these Kickstarter campaigns until you are creating the page, promoting the page, trying to get it funded. And even after it funds, all the work that goes into it after it's funded. So it's a lot of work. So big shout out to everybody who does multiple campaigns. You are included in that, Sam, because I need like 6 months to 2 years in between campaigns. I honestly, I have a campaign coming out, and that was last minute. I decided to do it, and I normally wouldn't, but I said, you know what? Let me do this. Let me get it done.
It is a full-time job. I mean, I think it took me about 7 to 8 days creating the Kickstarter page. Just creating all the graphics and the templates. You got to create templates,
the rewards,
the add-ons,
right? The add-ons,
all the jargon,
all the planning, yeah, the story, right? You got to write it down. Yeah.
Right, that's a beast. And then when I look at, because I keep on my file, when I look at every Kickstarter, how many graphics and images and posts that I do. I have over 100 graphic images that I post for every campaign. When I was looking at it, I was like, look at all this, man. I'm like, it's crazy because you're posting every day, every other day. Like, ugh, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work, and that's why when you're running the campaign and you don't see any pledges for a couple of days, or you lose a couple of pledges, it starts messing with your head, man. You're like, why are you doing this?
That's the most frustrating part. I think that's the frustrating part is when people pledge and then they back out. That's frustrating. Or when you have like 75 people sign up, but only like 40 show up, it's like, or whatever it is.
So you know what, man? I was thinking about that. And I was going to talk to you about that because the pre-launch campaigns, you have them up there. You promote the fact, hey, sign up, get ready to rock and roll, do this, and honestly, bro, I don't know how much that actually works. Now, some people may say, oh, it definitely works. It absolutely works. I'm going to say, I don't know that it works. I think a lot of people will sign up for the campaigns just to kind of like see how it's going, see how it's doing, but never really have any intention of pledging to it. You know what I'm saying? Some people do it just because you asked and to help you kind of, bring it up in the algorithm, which I don't even know that it's actually doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much of that it's really helping, dude.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem. I think I haven't seen it. Like, I mean, remember like I was just watching a campaign. I think the guy had a couple of hundred people sign up, and then on the first 5 days, only about 30% of them actually pledged. Right. So, I don't know how much of it actually converts or how many times people forget, but I know that. I think what makes it challenging is when you launch and you're launching with 75 other comic books are launching that week in that month or whatever it is. There's a lot to choose from. Yeah. And people change their minds all the time and people forget this. I mean, I could tell you right now is like, like I think this week I backed 3 campaigns this week. And, but it's getting harder. Right. And it's you look, there's so much good stuff out there. And then your money can only go so far, right? It's like, I got a budget. So it's like, I got a banking account and I got a checking account and a savings account. It's like,
because
it's like the way it works.
You don't want to be that person that the pledge didn't go through. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Right. You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. So, but there's just a lot of talented people out there, a lot of great stuff out there. But a Kickstarter, I am the last person to ask about the algorithms and Kickstarter because I mean, I still haven't cracked that nut. Even though the last 2 campaigns, Forbidden and Cosmic, did well, I'm still not breaking, the goals that I want for myself. So I'm still learning. I'm still a youngster in the Kickstarter game. I'm trying to figure that out, and I'm still trying to figure out where my audience is for Kickstarter because it's very different. So, I mean, right now it's still a learning journey for me.
Yeah. No, JD says, I got 5 campaigns planned for this year and I'm building one now, a full-time job with a full-time money. Word. That is a fact. I think that these pre-launch pages, I know Kickstarter encourages you to tell people and make sure they're following it. But I think all they're doing is they're creating signups for their platform, essentially, because once you bring them in, it's almost like there's so much candy at the store that they may not go pick from your jar. They may go somewhere else because Todd is there, right?
Yeah.
All the big dogs are named. You have a G.I. Joe campaign going on right now. You have a Transformer campaign happening or whatever it is. And if you're a fan of those things and they're hitting you over the head with $50, $60, $150 that you can pledge to them because you're a fan of that, hardcore fan of that stuff, that's where you're going to go. You know?
Yeah, and that's what they feed you when you log in to your Kickstarter, right? You know, so on the main page, they're feeding all your preferences and things that you might be interested in. So then if you're like, I'm going to back this because I want to give it a shot, but wait, hold on. That's my favorite comic book creator. You know what? I'm changing my mind. I'm going to put my money over there.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the hard part because they don't just collect the funds immediately. If they would have just collect the funds immediately, it'd be easier process. But because they don't, people have plenty of time to change their mind.
But you know what? The other thing is, if they did collect the pledge right away, you probably that's a thing that would probably also deter people because, like, if I ain't got it, I can't do it. So I'd love to support, but I can't right now. So goodbye. You know what I mean?
Which is why they have 30 days. They can come on the 29th day.
Yeah, no, they can. But by then they spent all the money on the other stuff. So like there is no money. You know, at first it was like, oh no, it's good that all these people are on there because it'll bring more eyes to the platform. And that was good when Kickstarter was young. Everybody, people don't even use the term crowdfunding, they use the term Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a Kickstarter for that? You know, you're crowdfunding the campaign, but you got a Kickstarter for that. So now that everybody knows what Kickstarter is, you don't need the big names anymore. They should be promoting us so that it would help us bring them money because those people are going to bring the money ridiculous.
It's the same thing with Comic Cons, man. They go where the money goes. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. And
same thing.
That's basically what it is. What happens is anytime you have somebody that identifies a trend, the big companies come in and capitalize it and it take over. Right. Yeah. It's the same thing with an IP, right? Your IP, that's what they want to say. You know, how many followers you have, how many books have you sold. Then when they take it, they change the game and you're no longer, you know, that next fresh thing. It's no matter what, where the money goes is where corporate goes. And when corporate comes in, it changes the game completely. And then we are pushed to the side and we got to find another playground.
Yeah.
That's life. You know, that's always been life.
That's what it is, player.
You know,
that's what it is. With that being said, we have campaigns that you guys should sign up for on Kickstarter coming up in a few months. Mine is in May. I think yours is right after, right, Sam?
Yes. Did you put your link in the background?
No, I'll send you the link.
Yeah, make it easy for me.
I got you.
My computer's slow. I'm trying to.
I got you, dog.
Now I'm like frozen. It's like I'm trying. I try to open a tab, and it's just spinning and spinning and spinning.
Yo, man, these computers. These computers make you upgrade.
I know. That's what Apple does. They rob you.
Upgrade. You gotta upgrade.
That's why I got rid of Adobe and I went to Clip Studio because Adobe wanted that subscription crap, and I was like, "Yo, peace out. I'm gonna go to Clip Studio."
Subscriptions, man. Subscriptions are no joke. But yeah, man. So that's what's going on. I'm actually traveling to Oakland, California, to meet up with the fam, but also I'll be sharing a table for the first time with my nephew, who's also an artist. We will be out there together sharing a table for the first time. So I'm very happy about that. I can't wait. That'll be Mother's Day weekend. So if you guys are in the California area, if you're in Oakland, California, out Oakland Comic Con, come check me out. What up, William? What's going on, dog?
What up, dog?
Yeah, so check me out. I'll be out there next month, and then we'll see what happens this summer. What do you got going on this summer? You got anything going on this summer, man?
This summer, I think I'm gonna do Cowtown and then take off August, and then September I'm doing Denton, and then I'm not doing much this year. I'm really saving the money for next year, because next year, you know, I got Cosmic next year. I'm ending the series for Disney in My Toilet next year, right? So, the Disney in My Toilet arc comes to an end next year. So, next year, I just want to go. Next year, I want to do one out-of-state show. It's either going to be San Diego, MegaCon, or New York, one of the three.
Yeah.
I want to do one big show, and then the locals. But I'm really going to put my money aside this year. Work on the website, work on getting my stuff into the stores. This year, that's what I'm doing right now is just cultivate my audience, and just work on my craft. I'm having so much fun just creating. I don't want to even do as many shows this year. I just want to draw and I just want to write, and that's it.
Yeah. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. It's gonna be you coming back to New York, yeah, baby. Yeah, New York Comic Con should.
Yeah, man. As long as you make me one of those viraguas, I'm good, bro.
As long as you make me
yo, get me a beef patty with cocoa bread. I'll come to New York.
Cocoa bread.
Remember that? I haven't had that in ages, bro.
I don't think they make those anymore, bro.
Beef patty and cocoa bread, bro. You can only get it in the hood.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the block to get those, bro.
I don't know if they still make those. But is Dan in the back?
Yes, he is. We got our guest in the background, right? Causing traffic jams everywhere he goes. So I'm going to get you.
Wow.
So drunk. Yeah, that's how it starts, bro. Yo, order protection. All right, let's bring in our guest, Dan Barlow. What's up, bud?
Yeah. What's up, brothers? How you doing?
What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
We didn't see it.
Yeah, sorry, it was a little bit late. We've been at a car dealership. Me and my wife are like over 4 hours now.
Woo, yeah,
just bought a car.
Oh, congratulations, man!
Thank you.
Awesome, dude. That's great. Hey,
are you sure you bought it? Because I hear sirens.
Yeah, but we're not driving it home tonight. See, we live in Dayton, like an hour and a half away from Columbus, Ohio, and we went to a dealership up here, got a pretty good deal on it. Still a lot of money, but we're going to pick it up tomorrow. We're going to come back tomorrow and drive it home.
All right. Congratulations, man. That's always exciting. Yeah. I like that new car smell, man. I love that.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's for my wife mostly because she hit a deer back in November, so she had to borrow her car. And then, just life. It's just like we can't afford to borrow someone's car anymore, so we had to finally pony up and buy a car.
I hear you, man. Damn, that sucks.
Okay. So it just takes me a little bit while. So, but I'm here and I'm happy to be here with you guys tonight. I love the show.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. Doing what you have to do to get on these shows. I love it. Look at the grind. Dan grinding away, bro. So what's going on, dude? The last time you were here was, I think it was like 2 years ago. I was looking that up. It was episode.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it was episode 518. You're promoting The Devil's Contract.
Yes.
And this was back August 29th, actually.
Wow.
2023, Dan, if you could believe it.
Yeah, that was. Wow. All right, so that's been a while. I'm wrapping up issue 6 of The Devil's Contract.
Wow.
I have 20-some pages done. I'm working on the script. I have an editor now. So, before I was just flying solo and it was just me. So now I have an editor, and he's pretty good. He's actually the writer of my new book, Frank Gunn. But I need to get the script over to him and the artwork, and he needs to do the editing. And then that should see a release this summer. That's the plan. So that's one project. So yeah, that's The Devil's Contract. And then I'm doing a freelance gig. I got a paid gig with a group called Freestyle Comics that's been around for like, I think 15, 20 years or something like that. So
good for you, man.
They got a book called Hot Shot. I'm doing issue 16. And I think Travis Gibb wrote issue 14. I think the campaign just started for that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Some good dudes, and even though it takes time away from my stuff, I figured, I might as well. I don't want to turn down work. No one ever wants to turn down work.
Absolutely.
So we'll see. It might grab a bigger audience than what I do.
No, I got you,
But well, right now, my main book, my new book is Frank Gunn Monster Soldier, about Frankenstein's monster in World War II, and how the Nazis used Frankenstein's theories to create the ultimate soldier, and just so happens that there's a elite group of Allied forces that find him, and so what happens, they're able to use him, get him to join the cause, basically, and they're behind enemy lines, and And there's more to it. It uses some public domain characters in the first issue, and there's going to be cameos of more public domain characters in the next 3 issues. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. I have a writer named PJ Rushak. He's also did the editing. He did the lettering, and it was a project I had laying around for like the last 12 years. I showed him about 14 pages of art. I said, you know what? What do you think? What can we do with this? Or do you want to do something with it? He got pretty excited, so we started working on that. And so yeah, it's been a nice experience, nice ride so far.
Looks great, dude. You had me at Frankenstein. I'm a huge Frankenstein fan. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is my favorite book. So as soon as you said Frankenstein soldier, I was like, all right, I'm in. So yeah, no, this looks this looks very good. How long did it take you to crank out your pages? I know you're a pretty speedy artist. Well, how long does it take you to crank these things out? These look amazing.
So, as you guys probably know, I'm a traditional artist as far as the comic approach. Right now, the pages, I've also been using gray tone markers along with ink as well. So pencils, inks, and gray tones normally about 4 to 5 hours a page, maybe.
Gotcha, yeah.
Sometimes my problem is I'll have a vision in my head of what I want the page to look like, and when I do that, when it's very clear, Sam could probably attest to this. When you have an idea, an image in your head that you really want to put on paper or on your iPad or whatever, normally you can crank it out pretty fast. So there's times where it only takes me like an hour to 2 hours to draw a page in pencils. And I try to finish it up with the inks, and that normally takes me longer than penciling does. So, but yeah, about 5 to 6 hours a page.
Yeah, and so all right, so for those watching, the campaign ends in about 3 hours, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, Dan's got about 39 backers right now. You're just a smidge over, under 900. You've reached your goal, so this thing is funded. But you know, it could definitely use some more cash in this. If you guys are watching, if you see the link in the chat, make sure you hit it. It's this, like I said, 3 hours left of the campaign. Let's get this thing. Try to get over 1,000, man. That would be amazing for you.
Yeah, if we get over 1,000, I'll do some extra stuff. I talked to the writer about doing some stickers. We have Mindgrind has a new logo that PJ came up with, and he also created a website for Midgard Comics now.
Oh,
so
cool.
He's actually been putting in a lot of work.
Yeah.
So we're talking about doing some stickers and bonus stuff. I have sketch cards. I like on all my campaigns. I like to share artwork. I normally don't hold on to too many pages.
Yeah.
So I'm always sharing artwork, giving artwork away, and trying to get into the hands of the readers and anyone that's really enthused about my work. I like to share artwork with them as a sign of appreciation for backing me.
How has been the experience? I mean, you normally work solo, so how has it been working with with a writer? Like, what has been like some of the things that you were like, oh, I didn't expect this. I thought it was going to be worse, or I thought it was going to be better. Like, what's been your experience like?
And I should have had a writer. I should have told the writer I was going to be on the show tonight and had him on. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
It's been different. We met at Free Comic Book Day. This is his first published comic work. But he did editing for some manga to Japanese to English translations, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
And so, but as far as writing, this is some of his first published written stuff. So when I approached him with the idea, he liked the idea, and I said, you know what? I love to bounce ideas back and forth. One of my favorite things about working with other creative people in comics is bouncing ideas back and forth, just having fun with it. Oh man, it'd be cool if Frankenstein's monster, was trying to battle a tank and all kinds of stuff. So he came back with some fun ideas. One of his ideas was doing mock ads, like vintage ads.
Oh, cool.
We drew a lot of inspiration from World War II comics and like the old golden era of comics, and also some of the old classic horror comics. And so it's a marriage of both. So the experience of working with a writer / editor has been pretty good. I try not to get my feelings hurt. He's had me redraw like 4 pages that was already done. So I don't take it personal for the most part, because I know once I redraw them, they come out better anyways.
Yeah.
So it's it's a lot of compromise, and just been real happy with his writing and stuff. He's a better writer than I am. I'll give him that, right? So that helps out a lot, you know.
Yeah.
You know, as far as his word having weight, the changes that he wants for the project, even though it's my characters, but the changes that he has, it made it our character, you know. Yeah. So
did you
it's been very pleasant.
Did you basically like plot it out, almost like I think of like what Todd McFarlane does with Spawn, right? He'll plot it out, and then the scripting is done by somebody else, and then the art. Is that how you guys worked, or you guys basically kind of just gave him the keys to the car and said, "Here you go, man. Just
so this
does, you do your thing."
It was something like that. I had it half plot out. That being that old, I lost my notes to what the original plot, the original story was. The first issue is 28 pages.
Yeah.
27 pages of story in art, right? So I had 14 pages done, and when I talked to him about it, I just gave him some ideas. I was like, what if Superman basically is an alternative Superman where he doesn't land in Kansas or Smallville, he lands in Germany during, you know, the early 1900s, and you know, that's a character in the book, and you know, or what if Frankenstein's monster, they don't know if he's bad or not. So we was able to really just knock out the plot. It took like a month of just back and forth communication,
right,
through emails and texts, and then every once in a while you get ideas like, hey, you know what, that would be cool, and we'll make some changes. So yeah, the plot wasn't all there, but since we was able to brainstorm ideas and he had more say in it now, he came back with a stronger plot and overall better book than what I originally conceived.
Are you guys? Is it how many issues are you thinking here for the story?
So I told him originally, you know, let's do a 4-issue mini. He's thinking maybe a little bit more, but I think 4 issues would be ideal, and just try to test the water, see if people like the character enough to want to, you know, for us to continue it. So I've been happy with, I got more backers on this, you know. So I'm happy with the response and stuff so far. I think this is one of my better books. I think it's like slowly starting to level up more and more. And I think that is because I have an editor now, and a better writing, and the script's pretty tight and everything. So I think once we get it out there and start doing some store signings and a couple of shows, we'll be able to tell if there's enough demand to go on past 4 issues.
Nice. You have I think one of the rewards here has a Frank Gunn postcard. So what is the Frank Gunn postcard?
Interesting story. We talked about this. There's one of my thoughts of, hey, you know what if we did a vintage postcard, and I did a mock ad, like to support the troops. So, but I did it with the Frank Gunn the Frankenstein's monster. And so what he did was he did some research and he found some old postcards from back in around that era, from the 30s and 40s. And so on the back of the postcard, it actually looks, place stamp here. And then there's like small writings around the border of the postcard and all that. And it's just really neat.
Historically accurate.
Yeah, historic. And the paper itself looks old. Like the postcards look like they're 60 years old. So that was pretty cool. The mock ads, like I said, was pretty neat. And also another idea we had was one of the characters, one of the soldiers, is talking about his girl back home and showing the other guys, in the squad, a picture of his girl. And well, anyways, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we did like a letter from the war front, So it's a letter to this guy's letter to his girl back home. And we was going to have originally printed on like paper or something and have it look like that. PJ found actually his grandfather he was in the war and had such a letter, but it was like a Western Union telegram.
Yeah.
And so he used that same layout and format for this letter and we said, you know what, on the back of the book, the inside back cover is this letter. So it's like bonus material that, it just kind of adds a little bit to that world. And it's just something fun to do, something different,
Yeah, no, I like that. I actually was looking at your there's a reward here. It's called Mind Grind Comics, and it's like a digital bundle where you get like 5 comic books, and it's Frank Gunn, Mr. Love one shot, and The Devil's Contract. I like that. I think that's a really cool idea. Are these all books, Mr. Love? Is that one of your books as well?
Yeah, that's the digital tier of all that, and I forgot how. I don't remember off the top of my head what that bundle was. It might be 13 or 15 or something like that. But really, it's just kind of like a nice sample platter of Mind Grind Comics. Mr. Love. I don't know if you guys. We never talked about Mr. Love. Mr. Love was my first book that I did in color. Came out last year about Cupid, who's bad at his job. And he's on trial, and it's more lighthearted than my other stuff.
Right. And
there was another writer I paired up with some guys, a small publisher called Electromagnetic Press, and we did that book last year. So I have some more stories of him we want to tell, so that's also on the plate.
Dude,
it's just a nice way to get introduced and give people an idea of, hey, you know what? And hopefully they'll give me some feedback. We really like Mr. Love, or The Devil's Contract. I'm more interested in that, instead of the other stuff. Because I think you guys talked about this before. Like Sam has Duty, right? But not everyone that backs Duty wants to back Cosmic Wars, and vice versa. And it's like you never can tell.
Yeah.
And so it's really just throwing out a bunch of ideas and stories that are personal to you, and seeing what people pick up on, and also gives you some direction on where to go, what to make more of.
Yeah.
So
you have another one in here called Instant Number Zero. I didn't even know you had a zero.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's in there also.
Yeah,
dude, this is cool, man.
We haven't talked about. All right, that's my superhero book. I did a book. He's like my version of the Flash, and his name's Instant. So what I did with that, really, I did like another 30 some pages and added. And so we're bringing that back out, me and PJ, as a trade, like a 60-some page trade, and it takes place in Dayton. I wanted to have something with some local ties that people could, when I do store signings or like the local cons, I figure I'd put it out there. And we're changing the title to the Dayton Defenders, and we just want to see if people dig it. I was part of a Mothman book a long time ago, like 20 years ago. I did some artwork for this guy, and he took it down to the Mothman Festival in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and he had a line of people down the street to buy this book.
Jeez.
And that right there, Kyle Holtz lives in Dayton, not too far from me. And so when he did the Incredible Hulk, he had, you know, stuff around Fairborn, Ohio, and Dayton and stuff like that.
Oh, I think, did we lose you? Oh,
Yeah, I think we lost him.
We lost him. Guys, while he comes back, I see somebody. Yeah, we've been great. Listen, we're at 906 right now, dude.
Yeah.
With his campaign. So this is freaking awesome, man. Trying to get him over 1,000 in the next 3 hours. That's going to be.
Yeah, man. Yeah, can you give G.I. Joe a breaking and hug the little guys?
Yo,
G.I. Joe's got $2.6 million.
No. Oh my God.
And right now they just got like 5 pledges right in front of my face. I'm watching it move up like a ticker tick parade. It's crazy. 5,438 backers.
Oh my God, I mean, it's G.I. Joe, bro. It's G.I. Joe.
I know, bro.
But they don't need it, guys.
They don't need it.
Need it, man.
They had a goal of 40,000. They got 2.6 million. Bro.
Yo, they're good. They're good, guys. They're good. And you know what sucks about those campaigns, bro? You won't see that book for another couple of years.
No.
Like, you think you're gonna see that next in the next 6 months? No, you're gonna see that in a couple of years. That's what's gonna happen with
that. December, they're saying.
Yeah, all right. December of what year? Next year? He's coming back.
He's coming back.
He's coming back. There he is.
Yo, I'm back. I'm back.
All right. There you
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear
you.
The
cops caught up to you after you left the auto body.
You're muted. You're muted, Dan. You're muted.
We no hear you. Ears.
There. Oh,
almost. It's like
almost. We're almost there. It went in and out. There you go.
There you go.
You're back, right?
Can you hear me?
There it is. All right. We're back. We are back. Awesome.
My phone's acting up.
That
sounds all crazy.
It's all good. Listen, you're at 906 right now. You're at 906 on the campaign. So you're almost. We're gonna get that 1,000, bro. We're gonna get that 1,000.
It's that Catch the Craze love, man. So if somebody's watching tonight and back the campaign, thank you very much. You know what? I might just bust out a bunch of sketches and throw them all in all the boxes. Yeah, all the packages going out. Just because it's something I like to do.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, we were just talking when you came off, like G.I. Joe, what does he have, Sam? They were like not two.
Well, now it's going up even more. $2.6 million, 5,004. Well, it keeps growing.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So we're saying that
over 5,000 backers.
They need to give that a break, and they need to support you right now. All right, give that a break and support you. Oh, you froze again, Dan. There you go. You're coming back. You're in and out.
Yo, they're just growing right in front of my face.
Yeah, sound crazy. The audio sounding crazy. Sorry about that.
No, all good, brother. All good. It happens. It happens, brother. But I love the fact that you are in your car. You didn't care. You were like, I got to get on Catch the Craze, and you came on, man. This is awesome. You're giving people ideas. I'm getting messages about other creators wanting to come on the show, and if they're in the car,
this is the spot, bro.
Oh man,
it is a spot. I booked it for the fall. So, but thank you both, man, for having me on and let me just kind of share a little bit of my story and what's going on. So, yeah, I'm cranking up stuff, and I'm going to keep it rolling, man. You know, it's one of the things I just got done having radiation. I've been having radiation treatments for cancer shit. But you know what? I don't want to stop. I just keep working. You know, right. But I'm all good, man. I'll see my doctor tomorrow, and I expect nothing but good results. But it's like this: don't let stuff slow you down, man. You got the passion. You wake up every day thinking about comics, and this stuff. The same way I woke up when I was 5 years old, wanting to draw and do art. I still wake up like that now when I'm 55 years old. It doesn't matter, man. I ain't stopping for nothing. and until the printer keeps keeps raising their rates, and that might be the only thing that stops me. So,
well, listen, that may be changing soon. I know a guy. So that may be changing soon, Dan. But listen, my brother, we're gonna
yes.
drop you off here, man. Thank you so much for coming on. You know you're welcomed anytime, man. Whenever you have a project, come on. We want to talk to you about it. Come on the show. You know this is our casa is su casa. So come on over.
All right, fellas. Much love, man. Appreciate you guys.
Yes,
drive
always,
safe.
Always. Take care, Dan. Peace.
Yes.
Dan Barlow.
He was actually on the show episode 584 last year.
Oh, he was.
Yes,
so
launch party
3 years ago.
Yeah. You had 3 years ago, but he was on last year.
Party. Yes.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. Big shout out to Dan, man. Huge shout out to Dan. He's on the grind and he's making it happen, bro. He's making it happen. So big shout out to him. Yeah, let's see where we're at right now. Yeah, 906, 39 backers. We're at the 3-hour mark. You know, every pledge counts, guys. So if you guys are watching,
every pledge
you can.
But he said something that's facts. It's facts, bro. It's I don't get crossovers with for most of my backers on my campaigns. Like
they either like one or the other.
People won't come over to duty. Some of the cosmic people won't come over to duty and vice versa. So it's like, it's interesting. You would think if you're a fan of my work that you would be like, yo, I want to pick up his work. And but no, some people just won't cross over.
Yeah, no, I mean, they like what they like and they're gonna pledge to that. That's what they're gonna pledge. I mean, we were having that conversation when we were driving when we were out in Texoma about branding and how, you know, maybe pivoting to being fans of the writer versus the comic, that would help when people are supporting everything you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just one thing. It's I want to read everything Sam writes, or I want to read everything George writes. That's what I want to do. And it's hard to cross over like that. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
But Sam, let's talk about rich relatives. Are you ready?
Rich relatives. You got rich relatives, bro?
I wish.
I don't have any rich relatives, bro. I'm broke. But let's get it.
It's time for your medicine.
Money, 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 money.
All right, Sam, here's the scenario. You ready?
Yeah.
The scenario is you have a rich uncle who has been looking at the work you've been putting in, the grind. And he's like, you know what, kid? Here's $5,000. I want to support what you do. Here's $5,000. Now, you've already paid for the artist. You've already paid for the colorist, or you're the artist, whatever. The art is done. All you need is just the letters. And then obviously you have to promote the book. What do you do with those $5,000? How do you spend those $5,000?
I put a portion of it for printing.
Okay. How much?
And probably 50% of it. 50%.
50%. Big print run. Big print run.
Big print run. Yeah. I'd say 2,500 for printing, and then I'll take the other 2,500 for conventions.
Okay. All right.
That's what I would
Casey,
do.
Casey says marketing, right? Marketing and displays, right? Palatial Con display, right? So I was thinking about this because I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell I don't know why I came up with this, but I was thinking about
you got a rich uncle, bro.
Well, I wish I was a rich uncle. I think I would go your route. See, the thing is, it's a 22-page book. It's the first issue of the book, right? I want to continue to put issues out. So now I'm thinking, do I put some of that money towards the art? Because I'm not the artist. See, for you, it's different because you're the artist. So you can kind of splurge a little differently than, say, a writer. So I would put some of that money away for the art, right? The printing, I'd probably still do a Kickstarter for the printing of the book. So that would help with the printing. But I think most of it would go to, like you said, marketing. I'd probably, take 1,000 maybe and book four conventions or something like that to go to, and try to sell the book out there that way. But you think $5,000, that thing goes by like this, bro. Like that's nothing. $5,000, bro. It's nothing. It's nothing.
That's a burger and a smile.
It's a burger and a smile.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
it. So printing. Tell me a little bit about why Aruba vacation. Nice, Mike.
Jamaica,
Real nice.
I want to take you to Bermuda, Bahamas.
Michael said, "F this book, bro." Let me go to Aruba. I need a vacation after all the money I spent on this artist. Oh,
there's a place called Kokomo. Yeah.
Why the printing? Why the big print run for you?
I would do printing because so that I can have inventory, bro. Because when you do these short print runs, it's more expensive. So I'd invested in printing, so I have inventory, and I can sell that online. I can sell it at conventions. I don't have to worry about having to go and raise the money to print and print and print. So I'll create an inventory.
Yeah. So are you doing like offset, or are you still?
I would do offset for the number ones. Because the number ones you can sell that forever. And then
the number ones you can sell forever.
Yeah.
Uncle, it was a business expense. Business retreat.
I know, right? Been. Yeah, I would do and then conventions. I would this way I don't have to, no loss to me. It's a wash, right? So you have inventory with no overhead, and you have conventions with no overhead. Everything is now pure profit. So that's what I would do, because both of them are going to recoup something, right? So I'm investing in something that was not my money. So I'm going to make a return at the conventions because I'm going to sell. And then the books are guaranteed, whether through online or through in person.
Are you booking shows outside of your area, or are you staying local?
I would do shows with greater returns, shows that I'm guaranteed that's my audience. I would just target. I won't go crazy and try to rush the big ones, because that still comes with an expense. So I do a lot of a bunch of shows that have like 5,000 people. Not those big shows where I have a greater chance of making money.
Well, see, and that's the good thing about doing a lot of shows like the way you have in Texas, because at least now which ones are good for you and which ones are not. You know what I mean? And I think that's extremely helpful. It's the reason why I do so many shows myself, is because I want to see what shows really people do well at. You know what I mean? Oh, in Honolulu. Woo.
I know.
Mike just wants to get away.
They got a Hawaii con. They got conventions in Hawaii, and they have a lot of anime cons in Hawaii too.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. So KC says, I definitely make stretching my con boundaries a bigger priority.
Because
adding more to display.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, right? I think I'd rather, because look, you got inventory on a table, you can still make money without displays, right? As long as you have your pitch game down, right? Because I've seen it. I've seen guys who have nothing but a tablecloth and their books laying flat, right? But they're standing up and their pitch game is legit, and they're just selling hand over fist, right? So you don't need all the props and stuff. I mean, unless you're a crazy dude like me, right? But you don't need to go all out. You just got to find your niche.
Yeah. I think it also helps when you do the smaller conventions, because you don't have to stand out as much.
You don't have to stand out smaller. Yes. Because people expect to find the small guy who doesn't have the capital, right? It's when you're at the big shows, you gotta stand out because you're gonna get lost in the pile.
Yeah, and I think when you have a big display at a small convention, I think that becomes a little
distracting.
Not just distracting. I think that, yes, but also I think it's intimidating to the people coming, because it's like, if that person has a display like that, their books must be very expensive, and I probably can't afford to pay for it. So let me walk away from this person.
That's too much money.
That's too much money, baby.
I'm gonna go over here and spend $10 for these churros instead.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, no, yeah. So definitely booking these shows. I think it's important if you have money like that, that you're giving money.
Yep.
You know, definitely do that. I think you definitely need the inventory. For me, like I told you, as a writer, I think I want to invest some of that also in the art, because I need a book too, right? If book one does really well, I'm gonna need a book two, so I'm gonna need some of that money to pay for that artist that's coming down the pipe for issue number two, and that money goes quick. That money goes real fast when you're paying an artist, you know.
Yes.
But that's why you do like the crowdfunding campaign, the selling online, and all that other stuff. It's a catch-22 because you need inventory for that stuff as well. So, you know, but yeah, no, $5,000, dude. It goes by fast.
It goes by really fast.
It goes by really, really, really fast. Who are you using for printing right now? You're still using the Comics Wellsprings, and
I still use Comics Wellspring and Mix 'em. I use those two.
Yeah, it's the shipping, man.
The shipping, they get you for the shipping.
Crazy. It's crazy for shipping.
That's why if you're going to use these small guys, do a larger print run. So the printing's not as expensive. But if you're doing, 50 copies, they're going to charge you like $50 or whatever for just to ship it. So I'd rather do a couple hundred copies, to level set the shipping price. But yeah, they're getting you on shipping, man.
They are, and shipping is increasing for in the next few, like 8%. I think it's like an 8% increase on shipping.
Yeah, Pirate Ship increased their fees.
Yeah, Pirate Ship did increase their fees, dude. So I'm shipping stuff to California, and I didn't weigh my package. I assumed it was like 30 pounds. So I put 30 pounds in there with the size of the box or whatever, and I send it out. And so I get to UPS, I drop it off, and they're like, "Oh, it's 19 pounds," and I'm like, I'm expecting a credit because I paid. No credit.
Okay.
Yeah, you just call. You'll call UPS when it delivers. Then maybe they can do something for you. I'm like, but the minute you're over a pound or two there, that's going to be an extra whatever.
Same thing with the IRS. When they owe you money, they're going to take forever to get you your money. But when you owe them money, they got 10 agents at your door. They got them in your kitchen. You're in the shower. Agents like opening up the shower curtains like, yo, where's my money? It's crazy.
Mike said credit. Oh, and I'm trying to find out which kinds of a big emphasis on indie promotion and not about getting Robert Downey Jr. Those conventions are easy to. If you go to their website and the first thing you see is this big name celebrities, that convention doesn't care about you at all, dude. At all. They're trying to promote the fact that you're going to have.
And I'm noticing there's a pattern because there's a lot of these conventions outside of saying the big shows. There's a lot of these conventions that. What's up, Seabass? There's a lot of these conventions that I think they pay these celebrities to say that they're going to be at their shows because they always cancel last minute. So I think they do that to sell tickets.
Yeah.
And then once the convention starts, cancel.
Yeah.
And it's been a pattern.
Right. And no credit. Right?
Yes, I think it's a game. It's a bait and switch.
Yeah, trying to get you, bro. And you know what? And that helps the convention because they don't have to pay these people to come in. You know what I mean? They don't have to do any of that stuff. Now they
don't shit about games, bro. No more games, boy. So what you saying? Peep the deep this because Donnie ain't playing. Witness the quick this as I kick this. I want a mission, so listen as I dismiss. Remember that? Remember?
You were old school.
I went old school.
You're very old school at that. You're very old school.
Yeah, man.
Went to BookCon this past weekend. Oh yeah, Seabass, how was BookCon? That was at the Javits, right? I think that was this weekend that just passed at the Javits Center. I was supposed to be at a convention, but unfortunately, they canceled it, and I'll be back there next year. It was in Jersey, actually.
Jersey,
the Jersey show, dude. When I went out to Pittsburgh. Was it earlier this month? I don't even remember what it was. And bro, we went for one day, Saturday. I think we talked about this, and $50 for the Saturday, bro. One day. $50 to get in, bro. 50.
That's crazy.
50, man.
Crazy.
I'm tapped out. I can't buy anything else inside.
Yeah.
I just paid to shop.
You still gotta buy lunch.
You still gotta
buy lunch. Yeah, man.
So we went to the Olive Garden on Friday night, and the Olive Garden had
the breadsticks.
Well, they had the breadsticks, but they had buy an entree, take one to go. So Johnny and I, we each bought an entree and took the other one to go, and we ate that as lunch the next day, bro. You got a budget when you're out there, bro. You got a budget.
Man.
You got a budget. He said, "Damn." Sebastian said that is cheap compared to one day. Oh, of course, but that's New York Comic Con, Seabass. This was in Pittsburgh at a small, at a small convention center. Maybe half the size, not even, maybe a third of the size of the Javits Center. And it was $50 to get in, man.
Crazy
$50, dude. Yeah. Damn, Kevin Hart. Yeah, bro. It was no joke. So what happens at these shows, right, is people have to pay that money to get in. How much do you think they're going to spend on you inside the convention? So I think that pricing at the door is also something we got to take a look at when we're booking some of these conventions. What are they charging people to get in?
Did they have any specific guests at that show?
They had the actress who played the Mantis in the Avengers, the Asian girl. They had her, and they had a couple of other celebrities. I can't remember who at the time, but yeah.
That's what they're doing, right? So they're charging the vendors and the artists, and then the door tickets. They have to pay these celebrities or whoever these guests are that they're bringing in.
Yeah,
and that's why they I think if they eliminated the celebrities and just made it Comic Cons, these smaller shows, because you're not San Diego, so stop acting up.
Mm-hmm.
If you just eliminated that, you can do free entry or $5 tickets at the door. Right? So this way they can spend more. That's the goal, is what you want the vendors to want to come back to your show. But if you're outpricing and the consumer's not spending the money, these guys are not going to keep taking L's at your show. They're going to make a move on and find another show.
The question is, will they come? Will people come to the show if the celebrities aren't there?
If it's done right and you target the right places, I mean, that's just where I think, I think what made Big Apple back in the days, Big Apple, because they were so artist and independent friendly. They had their B-list celebrities. They had the quirky celebrities. They didn't have like major mainstream. They had the quirky B-list, C-list celebrities, but they gave a lot of real estate to artists in Artist Alley, and they put you on the billing and they promoted you. There was a difference, and they weren't crazy. The prices at the door.
They had the kid who played Boba Fett.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was Boba
Fett. I know. You had no idea. I'm
pitching him Cosmic Wars. I said, if you like Star Wars, you're gonna like Cosmic Wars. You're like, yo, he's Boba Fett's son.
He's in the movie, bro. He's in the movie.
That was awesome.
That was freaking great.
That's classic.
What up, Ralph? Bibbidi boppity boo. What's going on, my man? Big shout out to Ralph. He actually put me on to these. Remember the fidgets, the ones that spin, that kids were buying like a few years ago? They would just sit there and just spin things on their hands. There's a gentleman who does those, who makes those.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm putting some together. I actually started. I actually contacted the guy who's doing them, so he's doing one of them for one of my characters. The tchotchkes, man. I love those things. But yeah, dude. So $5,000 doesn't really go too far in the game. The question was, guys, if you guys just showed up, is what would you do if your rich uncle gave you $5,000 to produce a comic? Now, listen, your comic is already done. You did all the art. Now the $5,000 are there for whatever else you may need outside of the art. What do you do with it? So, Django Fett, yeah, I think that's who we met. The Blip Blitz. It's happening now. Choose your warrior. My man. Rap is always promoting. I love this guy. There was a show in Brooklyn this weekend actually called BIX. It was the Brooklyn Independent Comic Showcase, I think it was called. And it was in Brooklyn, in Industry City in Brooklyn. And it looked like it was a pretty good turnout. There's a lot of indie creators there. Are there a lot of indie shows out there, Sam, like specifically for indies in Texas that you've seen?
They don't say it. They just call them Comic Cons. I haven't seen anybody that are focusing, highlighting on indies at all. It's a mixed bag. The only places that I know that really support indies are some of the local comic shops that let you go and set up a table and sell your books.
Right.
But outside of that, no.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know that here, obviously, we have the Mocha. I mean, is it the Mocha? Yeah, the Mocha we have here. and that's real independent. Then they have this Brooklyn show that I'm gonna have to check that out. Maybe next year I'll try to check that out. And I think don't you guys have Space or something in Austin? Is that in Austin? Space?
Yes, that was Space there. That was the one that the Small Press Expo or whatever. Or
Yeah.
SP. Yeah, they pulled a fast one. So I pulled my name off their list because they play games, and I was like, I'm done with you guys. But no, I don't know what that's like. That's something that Dan Price goes to, but those guys are jerks.
Yeah. There's a show in
Yeah,
Bethesda.
they pulled a fast one. I got approved in 45 minutes. Out of that, because they posted at midnight, and you gotta buy your shit. So I got approved. Boom, they took my money. Blah blah blah. The next afternoon, they said, "Sorry, you didn't. We were sold out." I said, "What do you mean? You already took my money?" Well, we're refunding you because we sold out.
What?
I was like, screw you guys, man. Get out of here. I was like, all right, I'm done. I ain't playing those games.
That's whack. So they took your money, and then all of a sudden they have the space. Like what? They overbooked?
They overbooked, yeah.
Yo, that is crazy, bro. Damn. They have a show in Bethesda, the SPX. I think Mike might be going out that one. Yeah. Michael said, what did he say? Oh, it is a true indie show, Brooklyn Independent Comic Showcase. Jango Fett was Boba Fett's father. Word. You gotta fight for your right to party. Oh, dude. But yes, and who do we got next week? Who do we got next week on the show? Do we know?
Who we got next week? I don't know. Let me see. Yo, G.I. Joe's still killing it right now.
Yo, you still have that shit? I mean, that stuff.
They added 25 backers since we've been talking.
Come on.
It's crazy.
Oh, Dan's up to 40 backers, 922
I saw that.
buckaroos. Let's
I
go,
saw that.
man. 2 hours. For those who just joined us, Dan Barlow was on the show. He has a book called Frank Gunn, Monster Soldier. It's basically Frankenstein as a soldier. And he's got 2 hours left. He's at $922. He's reached his goal, but we're hoping to get him to about 1,000. So 2 hours to go, 40 backers. Let's see if we can make it happen. The link is somewhere in the chat. It's somewhere. Somewhere in there.
I hate these damn verification stuff, bro.
I know. This weekend is Fanfare NYC. Oh, yeah. That's at the Art and Design School. Yeah, big shout out to Mr. Philip Bussard. He will be out there this weekend as well. Mariano, what's going on? Let's see. SPX did that to me last year. Get out there. Get out of here, Michael. Really? That's whack. Oh, and MCon in the East Meadow Public Library. That's happening this weekend. Whew. Man, it's busy. It is a busy April. Well, it was a busy March, and now April is looking to be the same.
Word.
Yeah, it's nuts with the conventions. I may actually try to hit up MCon for one of the days, maybe Saturday or maybe.
We have Dees Casillas.
Oh yeah, you know Dees.
Do I?
Yeah, we were sitting right next to him at Texoma this year. He has the book Death by hold on a second, it'll come to me. I can't remember the name of the book now. Yeah, we know Dees. Join us next week. Dees Casillas. He's really cool. Man. He's really cool. He's got a good book. He's got a good book.
Word.
Is Dees Casillas. You don't remember him?
Yeah, I do now. Now that you say it.
Yeah, he was sitting next to us at the show earlier this year.
Brooklyn. Oh, we funky fresh. Brooklyn's in the house. Remember that?
There he goes. Kill Stan. That's the name of the book. Kill Stan #3.
What did he do to you?
Oh, this is #4. That's launching soon. Damn, my man doesn't play. Good for him.
Negative.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah, so that'll be fun. We'll have him next week. And man, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. I'm exhausted, Sam. I'm not even gonna lie.
You and me both, bro. You and me both. I got a long day tomorrow. Tomorrow is a 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. day. But yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining us tonight on Catch the Craze podcast. We appreciate all of you. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, sign up for the launch of the Duty Files coming to you this summer. Issue number 8 of There's an Alien in My Toilet. When we get to 50 signups, we do a live cover reveal and raffle. So we're almost there. So we just need a few more of you to sign up today. And don't forget to sign up for the launch of Shameless Plug. That's coming this summer as well. I need to copy this dang link with it. Copy.
He said May 26th, I booked my show. So May 26th is the launch party here on Catch the Craze. So make sure you sign up to the project. Make sure you do, and then come on. I'm going to have some free prizes, some fun, spinning wheels. So we're going to have a good time on the launch. So make sure you come on. I'm getting that page ready now. It's a lot of work. Work.
And Dan Barlow's Frank Gunn, 2 hours left. So get your copy of Frank Gunn today. Let's get that campaign to $1,000. He's almost there.
Yeah, dude.
And for those of you who back Cosmic Wars, here's a sneak peek of a double page spread from the interior of the comic book. Bam, right there. This is an epic battle scene. I put in a lot of hours on this one. And man, if I was paid by the hour, I'd be rich right now. But instead I'm Poe. But there was a sample of Cosmic Wars issue number 0, Guardian of the Athenian Star. It's going to be dope. I can't wait to get that out into your hands for everybody who backed the campaign. And thank you all for watching today, man. Again, Catch the Craze podcast, the first independent comic book podcast in the game, founded in 2005 for indies by indies. When you sign up, when you pledge, when you subscribe, we grow. So when we grow, so does the independent community. So more eyes on us means more eyes on our guests. Thank you all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, share it with a friend. With that said, I am Sam the Crazy Man Vera,
George the Dreamer Medina,
and we are out. That's not it. It's just it's not.
Crazy. Acquiesce.
No, I was talking about my friend Acquiesce. Say my name, right? This is what you were thinking? Oh, my. He described me. He said, I'm the
You're Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. You are listening to Catch the Craze on Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze.